One of them's right behind me, actually, right now.
What's up? What's up, Niche? How you doing? Let's go. We got a wonderful, beautiful guest.
Youngest.
That's what's up. You taking care of Daddy?
So he asked, "Are you taking care of me?"
No, I'll take care of home.
All right, you ready, bro?
Yes, sir.
Let's get popping. All right, man. What's good, everybody, man? This is the 6th episode of Pride Talks Live with the Doc, man. Today we are featuring my guy Oath. Good dude, man. I just started playing Tekken, as those of you know. A lot of you know he's been blessing me with his presence and his tutelage occasionally here when I play Tekken. You know, he's helped me along the way a lot, and he's a very good player. By anybody's standards, you know what I'm saying? So we're just here to talk to him, man. He's one of the kings of the pride of, you know, TLD, the Lions, and how we do. So we're just going here to talk to him and highlight him, and hopefully you will enjoy it, man. So, yeah, so first and foremost, his name is Oath, obviously, but what do you like to go by? What do you prefer to go by? Where you're from? And how long have you been playing Tekken, Oath?
People call me Oath Og, either or works.
Okay.
I live in Georgia. Been here all my life, and I've been playing Tekken since about 2005.
Okay.
Tekken 5.0.
Tekken 5.0. That's what's up, man. So Tekken 5. So that was. I mean, you say you've been playing since 2005. Was that your first one that you played ever, or was that the first one that you just started taking seriously, or what? Can you dive a little deeper into that?
First one ever. Me and a buddy of mine walked into our arcade and saw it, and we got beat up by 4 guys. we wanted to eventually beat them. And
right.
Of course, we got better, and we beat them religiously now.
That's what I'm talking about, man. So a lot of growth right there, man. So your initial introduction to Tekken was getting beat down by 4 men.
Yeah, they had Mokujin, and they just switched off on us.
That's crazy, bro. That sounds brutal, but at the same time, it's motivating. A similar experience I have, man. You know, by people like yourself, man. I get beat up, I get destroyed, but it keeps you going. It's either gonna make you or break you, and you're gonna become better. I haven't got to the part where I beat you yet, but yeah, you about to be one of them 4 guys. Don't worry. But so you said 2005 was your first Tekken in the arcade. What you said that was Tekken 5? Did you say that?
Yeah, Tekken 5.0 in the arcade.
5.0. Okay, that's what's up. Who was on the cover of that game? Do you remember?
I think it was Jin.
Jin. Poster boy Jin, that's what's up, man. So you've been playing Tekken for a minute. You know I've been playing for a year and a half. My first Tekken. I'm fairly new, well, still new. Do you think that Tekken, you know, with Tekken 8 being on the horizon, do you think it's something you're gonna stick with, or you gonna take a break and maybe play something else when it comes out, or are you excited for Tekken 8? You gonna jump right on it?
I don't like the heat system in 8, but visually it looks amazing.
Amazing, man.
I'm addicted, so I'll most likely buy it, of course. Don't know how like competitive scene wise I'll be on it.
Right.
Yeah, I'm gonna support it. It's been good to me.
That's what's up, man. Yeah, I'm glad that you brought up the heat system because, you know, like you said, visually it looks amazing, man. The trailers have been dope, man. I've been reacting to those, and I've been pleased with every single one. I do think Leroy's name, Grandmaster of Drip, is kind of corny, but as far as how it looks, I think it's dope, man. But like you said, I have the same concerns, man. That heat mechanic, I don't know. I'm gonna give it a chance, but it doesn't look too promising to me. It seems like it's gonna be kind of too much going on, man. But looking forward to Tekken 8. And you know, you mentioned about the heat system that you not too fond of it. What about it in particular are you weary of?
Well, the Tekken 8 is going to be more offensive based.
Facts.
Like it's no more running away all the time. Supposedly.
Facts.
You get heat once per round. It's not even like a once. It's kind of like rage art. You get it once per round.
Right. And then at least with the rage art, though. Oh, my bad. Go ahead. Sorry, I didn't mean to.
No, it's a meter at the top. You can see that it goes away.
Right. So yeah, I remember I was watching some of the stuff that they released on Evo and prior to some of the information, and like you said, it seems like a meter that you accumulate. You can just pop it off, whatever was per round. And I agree with you. At least with the rage art, you know, it was conditional. You know, you had to have a little bit of life left, and maybe it was a comeback mechanic. But this, you could just set it off, man. I agree with you. That's kind of crazy, man.
Yeah.
What about the trailers, man? What trailer are you most fond of? Who do you like? Who don't you like? Who are you anticipating?
I love the Jack trailer.
Hey.
He seems he got a lot more personality.
Facts.
I actually like Asuka's a lot.
Hey, me too.
They went away from the stereotypical big chest from
Right.
her and
Right.
did a little more schoolgirlish type deal.
Right.
Martial Law was real boring because he's just a boring character to me. I'm sorry, all law.
It's all good.
Boring character. And June is kind of interesting because she's got
Right.
stuff from Unknown from like Tag 2.
Okay. See, that's dope that you could pick up on stuff like that being a OG player. You notice stuff like that. Me, she just looks completely new because it's my first time encountering her, well, in Tekken 8 and seeing her in the Tekken trailers and stuff. But I know you've been playing Tekken 8 both competitively and casually for a minute, and you play at a high level, especially in my opinion, and you showing like a lot of competitive skill. How long have you been playing competitively at this level? I know you say you start off in the arcade, but how long do you think you've been like, pretty head and shoulders above the majority of people that play, like the average Tekken player? How long have you been playing at that caliber of play?
Probably since the end of Tekken 6.
Okay.
Tekken Tag 2. I don't know the year.
Right. No, you good.
I'm old. Tag 2 still gave me my highest placing at a major, which was tied for 5th and tied for 9th. So
that's what's up, man.
Tekken 7's been real good to me, like money wise, because I've won a ton of tournaments.
That's what's up, man. Nah, that's dope, though. You mentioned that he came in top 5. Do you remember who won those tournaments? Who came in first?
Yes. So it was Ultimate Fighting Game Tournament 9.
Okay.
And I lost to a guy named a Saba person. Jinpachi was just my demon at the time. and I lost to Fighting GM.
Word. Okay.
Of Lee.
Right.
And like Fighting GM won it, and a Marta player, who was like a Japanese implant in Chicago, came in second.
Nah,
and then
that's dope.
The second time GM didn't show up, and Mateo Galvin, Fang and Jack player, he ended up getting first.
Dang,
and I lost to like Shinblade and
Shinblade, okay.
And I forget the guy's name. He's a Kazuya from like the Midwest. I lost to him.
Nah, that's dope though. I mean, so these players that you mentioned are notable, especially me being a new player. I'm even familiar with, of course, GM as my guy, and then Shinblade is funny because I'm actually gonna go commentate on his tournament. He asked me to commentate for right after this. But now, and then you mentioned Mateo. I'm familiar with them as well. So those are some dope players, man. So hey, that's coming top 8 with those alongside those players. Nothing to bat your eye at, man. That's dope for real. And I wanted to ask you too. You said you're from the Georgia area, that AUG, so it's AUG for Augusta, right? Correct?
Yes, it is.
That's dope, man. So like when you being close to Atlanta, I know there's some heavy hitters out there too, man. So do you have like any stories that you want to share with playing some people and brag on yourself a little bit, man? This ain't time to be modest, like, you have any interesting stories of guests like Anakin or somebody like that,
Nah, not really.
Okay.
I'm part of the Tekken house in Atlanta.
Right.
I'm on their original logo. It was all silhouettes of players. But at Tekken house in Atlanta, it's just giving me so much. Played international players like King J.
Right.
We did a huge set, but that was season 2 Geese, where he was one of the most powerful characters in the world. So it was a struggle, but he gave me props on my Eddie at least.
That's what's up, man. I know I got the sun beaming right now. Let me see if I could. I think it's okay though. Sorry about that, y'all. I just realized that the sun was beaming on me, but it feels good. So I'm in Florida, so it's gonna be a little sunny. But so you said King J. I know King J plays. He's a pretty big streamer right now. I know he plays Leroy and some other players. So that's dope, man. And to get to fight them, and I know they had a joy. They really enjoy fighting you as well. So I wanted to ask you, speaking of those players that you encountered and played against both internationally, locally, is there any player besides those 4 that beat you up initially in the arcade? Is there any player that provide you with inspiration to improve on the game, or somebody that you like look towards, or motivation, or to improve, or
it would be Mike ATL. He's the head of the Atlanta Tekken house.
Okay.
It's actually his house, like literally.
Oh wow.
And like I play him, he sends me invites online all the time. We play long sets, like 40 matches. And then he's a king player. He's always been one of the best kings in the country.
That's what's up, man. I'm
And
not familiar with him.
and Anakin.
Anakin.
Like
Okay.
everybody knows Anakin.
Right.
Tekken 5, when me and my buddy were first coming up, he ran us like 53-3 in his living room. Like it was nothing. But it was eye opening to see the stuff there was.
Oh, that's dope, man. That's dope, man. I know I could just imagine playing those players. Like I said, when I play you, especially when I first started, you know what I'm saying? It was overwhelming, but it's like it inspired me in a way because it's like it gave me inspiration to know how good you can become at the game, and also I want my get back, you know, so that's gonna give me motivation right there, you know what I'm saying? I know whether it's today, tomorrow, or next year, I gotta level up. So you know what I'm saying? So you done that for me, so I can understand that. I can relate to that. I think that's very dope, man. You know, you took that into something and learned from it, you know, and that's how you win. I know that you also dabble in the roster, you know, you play many characters. But when it comes to the character selection process, what stood out to you? Well, spoiler alert, he uses Eddie. So what stood out to you about Eddie? What made you pick Eddie? What prompted you to pick Eddie? And could you elaborate on why you ended up playing him?
In Tekken 5, you know, me and my buddy, we just picked the character. He picked Steve Fox, and I initially picked Nina Williams, actually. And I just didn't like how she moved.
Okay.
So I moved to Christy Montero because Eddie wasn't a playable character.
Oh,
he
wow.
was an outfit for Christy.
Okay. And just to interrupt real quick, Christy, for those that are familiar, she plays similar to Eddie, just like kind of like a female version of Eddie, essentially.
Yes.
Okay,
She has different throws and it's a little
Okay.
different in size. She's
Okay.
a little smaller.
Okay.
But yeah, I just fell in love with Christy and
That's what's up.
just been going through it. I found the love for the Bears
Hey.
at the end of Tekken 5.
Kuma.
They're so fun. It's
Right.
unbelievably fun to play them, even though they suck.
You know, they suck. So okay, so now I didn't know that actually. So I've learned something with y'all. So like I said, I'm familiar with Oath. Okay, that's my guy. Of course, that's my guy. But I didn't know that he started off playing with Christy. So that's interesting. I just see you play with Eddie. So I'm like, okay, you play Eddie, but you started off with Christy, and then you kind of went to Eddie because she wasn't included in the roster or something like that. That's kind of dope. Now of the two, well, I'll say of the three. You mentioned the Bears. Of the Bears, Eddie and Christy, who is your favorite? Who is your favorite between them, and why? If you can explain.
Favorite as fun wise would be
Right.
the Bears.
The Bears? Oh wow!
Outright fun.
That's crazy.
Come on,
I didn't know that.
I can taunt, cancel in your face, even though it doesn't do anything.
Right.
I can act like I'm doing push-ups. I can run away from you.
You're right.
In my stance.
Right.
But Christy was the best capoeira there was. So I still got love for Christy either way.
That's what's up, man. That's dope. Now that's dope. I didn't know that. Okay. Huh. That's crazy. Yeah, I didn't know that you prefer the Bears over. So is it? Would it be either Kuma or Panda? Doesn't matter, or do you like one more than the other?
I prefer Panda.
Okay.
But they're both the same rank. They're both Tekken Kings right now,
Right.
so it doesn't.
Okay, that's what's up, man. I had no clue. Yeah, that's funny as heck. So staying on the topic of characters, why do you, if you enjoy the Bears more, how come I see you on Eddie more? Like, why do you play more consistently on Eddie, especially in Tekken 7 since they're both available? Is there a reason? Or just...
I've just played Eddie so much longer, and I know the ins and
Okay.
outs and everything. There's a lot with the Bears I don't know.
Okay.
And I'm old and stubborn, so
Just like me.
I'm gonna go with what I know.
Facts.
So yeah, at the end of the day, it'll be Eddie.
That's what's up, though, man. That's dope, man. So, all right, so I'm gonna ask you to dive into more about your character selection and what you bring to the characters. But before we do that, maybe we're gonna take a quick commercial break. I'm gonna try to see if I can get the sun on my eye, and we're gonna run either first to 3 or first to 5. So yeah, stay tuned. All right, man. So, excuse me. All right, so I'm sending you the invitation now to join the lobby. We're about to get into a first to 5, hopefully a first to 5 or maybe a first to 3. We'll see how it goes. Like I said, I have to go commentate a tournament soon. But as you join the lobby, yeah. So we left off on talking about your characters. What do you think? I know you said that. I know the consensus is that even Eddie especially the bears aren't that good. But what do you think makes the character good? Like, what do you think makes your character good? Let's start off with Eddie.
What makes Eddie good is unfamiliarity. Like, a lot of people, even though Eddie's got the same tired mix-ups from Tekken 3,
Right.
People still don't laugh him. They just never call him cheap or anything else. And he's so unsafe. It's unreal. People just don't know it.
Right. Okay, now I stick with Eddie. You kind of answered this too earlier. But so knowing that I know you've been playing for a while, and you said that you're stubborn, which I get. But what makes him attractive to you? Like, I know you said you were just playing, but like something about him has to make you stay with him, right? So what attracted you to the character? What about him? Or at least to stay with him.
I know so much about him.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I know the ins and outs of everything, so it's hard to move over to someone else if he's there.
Right.
Because originally Eddie wasn't in Tekken 7 at first.
Oh, really? He wasn't part of the base roster?
He was, but he was announced like last minute.
Oh, so, I didn't know that.
Yeah, the first Tekken 7 tournament I ever entered, Eddie wasn't in the build yet, so I used Jack. So I was going to be a Jack player.
Okay, and you like the Jack trailer too.
And then I just fell default to Eddie.
That's crazy. See, I didn't know that, man. That's why I always do the podcast, you know. Get to know some things. So were you saying that Eddie wasn't in it, and so it was kind of like a surprise? So
he got announced like before the tournament.
That's crazy.
Like not too long before the tournament happened.
That's crazy, man. That's dope, though. And then I know you mentioned that his unfamiliarity is what you like, and people don't lab him. But I see that backdash, man. You kind of skating from it, bro. Like I heard. I can't catch you, bro. That backdash looking kind of sweet.
That's his biggest strength is his backdash.
True, man. All right, so we talked about what made you pick him. Now let's kind of we're gonna switch over to the Bears now. What about the Bears makes them attractive to you to play them, and what would you consider as one of their strengths?
Round 3.
Their strengths are the same. Like they're really unfamiliar. Like, nobody knows it. Everybody swears they're so good, yet they don't understand they have like huge hitbox. And Miguel gets like the same move 7 times in a combo.
Right. All right, so
they're just super fun though. They really are.
Right. Okay, so now speaking of staying on the topic of the Bears, how would you rate them as far as compared to like the rest of the cast? Like as far as character strength goes, you don't have to give me a tier, but like do you think they're about average, the lower phases of the cast, or higher tier, I guess?
They're but
so they're easily the worst.
Literally, they're not good just because they're so big, and like they already don't have a backdash like Eddie.
Right.
But they don't have a sidestep either because their hitbox is so goddamn.
Right. So it seems, I know you said that you also like Jack too. Before Eddie was released, you were thinking about sticking with Jack. It seems like you have an affinity towards larger characters. What makes you like the larger characters?
I don't know, because in other games like Street Fighter, I'll play Zangief for some reason. Or in Killer Instinct, I play Aganos. He's a giant mountain.
That's crazy.
I
that's
don't know. It's just little stuff about them that I think is cool, and then I'll just pick them up.
Now that's dope though, because I'm like the opposite. That's why I asked you that question, because even like in Street Fighter, I would never play Zangief. I would never play Honda. And now I'm in Tekken, like I would never play Jack. I would never play the Bears. I would never play who else? Ganryu. I don't like even King. Like, I don't like the big stocky. Whether they're talking about big like wide or big like muscular, I just don't like the big characters.
Yeah.
Like I like more.
Ganryu is real fun too.
Yeah, he looks fun though. He does. I will say that. But yeah, I would just always go and use like a Street Fighter, like a Chun-Li or a Ken or Ryu or something like that. But I would never use like the larger characters. So now speaking of Eddie, I know you said that you don't think the Bears are good compared to the rest of the cast. What about Eddie? Where you think he sits comparably to the rest of the cast?
Eddie's about middle of the pack.
Okay.
But
Round
he
one.
lacks a lot of things that other characters have.
Okay.
Like just like basic little stuff.
Right.
Like, I don't know, like sidestep.
Right.
That kills him. He can sidestep some things, but it's so difficult, and then his inconsistency with combos.
I didn't know. So Eddie
a
has
lot of
pretty
times-
inconsistent.
Yeah, because his Jenga, so he moves left and right. So like
true.
this, you're off axis, and sometimes it'll work, and sometimes it won't. Like you'll see me shorten the combo because you're built different, like in the combo.
Right. See, I didn't know. I never knew that Eddie had access or alignment issues when it comes to his combo. Like, that's why I did have these conversations
Combos
because
don't work
yeah.
head first. His combos don't work at all.
Okay.
While like Claudio or Kunimitsu and Zafina get full combos like it ain't nothing.
Right. That makes sense. See, that's why I think it's so cool to have these conversations and talk because, like, me, I only play Julia, so I could just go off what I see as an opponent, but I never interacted with the character directly. As using them, I wouldn't know that he even had alignment issues. I don't seem like that when I'm fighting him up. Like his foot always aligns to my head top. I'll tell you that. But so now that you told me you already kind of hinted on these. But what are some of the weaknesses of Eddie that are like glaring that you wish you could change? I know you said sidestep, but what else?
Yeah, sidestep, alignment issues. Tekken system doesn't seem like it fits
Can you repeat that? I didn't hear that part. My bad.
the Tekken 7 system doesn't seem like it really fits him.
Okay.
Like Zafina or even your character Julia, it fits them pretty well.
Right.
But just this little stuff like the entire offense-based part of Tekken 7 doesn't fit.
I see. Can you kind of elaborate that further? Like I know you said it fits for Julia, Zafina.
Fight.
Yeah, he's more of a defensive character, right?
Okay.
Mix-up. So like I'm supposed to run away and whip punish.
Right.
He's got that. Yeah, he's got. But a lot of stuff you can't whiff punish because characters are just that good and they have that good of buttons that come in at you. Like Steve Fox coming in after you, you're not stopping.
Right. Like rush down
so
characters.
much to run.
Okay, so you're saying like rush down characters and like Fang and I can understand. Okay. Like you said, so you mentioned I main Julia. So now we're gonna talk about that now. So like, I get heat for it because I'm a new player, man. I didn't know what freaking a DLC was or top roll, man. So you know what I'm saying? When I bought the game a year and a half ago, I bought it for $20 and it came with everybody. So I just thought everybody was in the game. I didn't know there was quote unquote privileges or tier lists. So I want to ask, well, how do you feel about Julia? Especially how it compares or how she compares or contrasts with Eddie and the Bears or other characters that you use.
She's really good. Like really good. She's never been bad in her Tekken.
Right.
Tekken 5. She's always killed it too, just because of 441 alone.
Right.
She's got all the tools you'll ever need. Like it's not your fault you chose her and whatnot. You didn't know, but you made a good pick. You see a lot of top players, Junding and Rangchu. They switched from Eddie and the Bear and they went to Julia because she is that good. I don't think she's god tier or whatnot, but she's really strong, and the system fits her.
Okay, that's crazy. So Rangchu, I believe Rangchu just was it third? Just got third in Evo.
Yeah,
I think so. Third in Evo.
He got a top 5, top 3, something like that.
Yeah, I think it was third because he fought in Arzenash winners final, lost that, and I believe the grand finals was me.
It wasn't him. So
it wasn't him. It was me and who was it? I can't remember who.
No, it was Arzenash.
I mean Arzenash. Sorry, not me. Sorry, I meant to say Arzenash and dang, who was it?
Oh, it was the geese player, Milo.
Yeah, male ill. Yep.
Male
So
ill.
male. So Rangchu was in winners finals against Arzenash, and went down and lost to male ill in the losers finals. Those are good matches. So you said that they chose Julia. So is that implying that they didn't use Julia before Tekken 7?
Okay, here goes.
Being Jian Ding and
From what I
Rangchu.
know, they really didn't.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
They probably
See?
like
I didn't know
they
that.
probably dabbled with like they're Korean, so of course they probably dabbled with all characters.
Right.
But it wasn't Zunding winning tournaments with Julia. It was
Okay,
Zunding
yeah.
Tekken.
See, I didn't know
When
that,
he won
man.
CEO, he won Eddie. He didn't
Okay.
play Julia.
Right. See, I didn't know that when I started playing. I saw. To be honest with you, I thought Jian Ding, Rangchu, I kind of associate him with the Bears, but Jian Ding for sure.
He won Tekken World Tour with the Bears.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, see, but then Jian Ding, I actually thought that he used Julian and like Eddie was a side character, so I didn't know it was the other way around. Indeed, that's dope. Okay, that's cool.
Actually, Chloe was the second.
Oh wow.
He was Eddie Chloe, and then he chose Julia because she was better.
Speaking of Chloe, that's interesting. Would you consider Chloe kind of close to Eddie as far as playstyle?
Fight.
Yes. But she has stronger, I guess, more unfamiliar moves. And she's got like Tekken 7 privilege, I guess. Her Cali roll goes under everything.
That Cali roll goes crazy.
While Eddie's laying on the floor. And I'm
Feeding
like,
everybody
oh, yeah,
sushi.
hit me.
You feeding everybody sushi there with that Cali roll, man. So okay, so go ahead.
All day, Trucky Chloe.
Trucky Chloe, facts. So I have a question, man. Going back to Julia. So what are you most concerned about when fighting a Julia player? I know you mentioned the FF1. Is that about it primarily, or is there something else that you're trying to take away?
Yeah, 441 stops everything. Like you may be -2 on hit or block, but it stops everything. Anything
Right.
I'm trying to do, it'll stop.
Right. Okay.
So that's what Wami does when he plays.
Right. Facts.
It controls all the space I want to be in 441, and that's just how you play the matchup.
Yeah, I think I need to implement that more in my game myself. Like whenever I see people play Julia, they use that one a lot more than I do. But excuse me. But we trying to make it work though, man. So now we talked about the characters, right? From a selection process and I guess a kind of mindset of what you like about the characteristics. Now I want to know more about you. What do you think that you bring to Eddie as opposed to what Eddie brings to you? People always talk about, oh yeah, this person picked Julia because they had better tools than Eddie, or this person picked Fang because it's such and such, he got buffed. What do you bring? How do you make Eddie strong?
I'm a more unorthodox Eddie player. I always say I play Eddie wrong. Okay. Because I'm very aggressive.
Yeah, that's a fact.
And like if you watch Spiro Jin or Lulu, they're defensive type. Junding even too.
Okay.
Like you see Junding back away all the time, but he'll come in and pound.
Right. Okay. So you're unorthodox Eddie. What do you think is your biggest? Do you think that's your biggest advantage when it comes to playing against people? Maybe they don't expect you to be so aggressive. They expect more of like a defensive play style.
Yes, because I'll do the mix-up and they won't have to do anything. Like, oh shit, I'm in the mix-up.
Right.
I didn't have to come to him. He came to me. Right. What do I do now? Instead of they've already planned it out. It's kind of like everybody has a plan till you get hit in the face.
Facts. I'm Mike Tyson. Everybody got a plan to get punched in the face. Punch in the mouth.
Yeah, exactly.
That makes sense though, man. I think. Right. No, I think that's dope, man. I like to find out what people bring to the character and stuff like that. I think sometimes in the Tekken community, my limited experience, but I still have some experience nonetheless. I feel like people tend to highlight what the character does for the player and not, acknowledge or embrace or even admit what the player brings to the character. Because nobody plays the character the same unless you're over there watching videos and studying how a particular person plays. You know what I'm saying? So you're unorthodox play style, and you find that as a strength. And I'm sure it wasn't always that way, right? You know, I know sometimes when you looking at other players, especially the ones that are successful playing your character or some of the character yours, you kind of want to implement or copy that or mimic that style. But you said you enjoy having your own style. But I know that has some challenges. So what do you do about? How did you get over that and make your style work for you, as opposed to falling in line with the Spiro, Jins, or the other top Eddie players that you mentioned?
Like,
I know that was a long question.
Here
My bad.
no. You're good.
Okay.
It just has some layers in it.
Yeah, my fault.
Little lasagna.
Yeah, lasagna. There you go, extra layers. Facts.
But like, you know, I've watched Spiro. I've gotten guidance from him for years, and like, first time I ever played Spiro, I almost actually beat him.
Okay.
My Christie versus his Eddie.
Oh wow. Okay. This is back in Tekken 5, I'm assuming.
Yeah, Tekken 5 DR.
Okay, DR, my bad.
And then no, it was 5.0.
Okay.
Yeah, because we were all playing PS2.
PS2. Let's get right.
Bro, you know I'm old then.
Oh, you got me. Bumba. Good stuff. Good stuff.
But I just, it's like playing how I want to play. Like,
right.
I'll implement stuff that they do. Like the combo I was doing earlier with the up 4, 3, and it's his max damage combo. It doesn't always work, but it's just, I like doing it because it's max damage if I can get it on. We all Eddies play differently. I don't care what all the people play in range. It's just like all the other Eddies.
Right.
Oh
yeah, of course. You know, people can't lose with Grace. Can't win with Grace either. Oh Lord, hold on. Chill out. Let's get it. Let's go. All right, so like it's like you said, you get some all the feedback you get is always positive, especially playing online, man. A lot of times people tend to say things that they wouldn't normally say, you know, in a physical setting. So like, how do you, I guess my question is about going back to being productive and stuff like that. How do you train to, I guess, let's see, what do you go in your training, what do you do in your training regimen to make sure that you keep your play style and it's effective for you, and also dominate the characters that you feel are better suited for Tekken than Eddie? Like do you lab, or do you just, I don't know, play a whole bunch of quick match? Is there a certain regimen that you have or methodology that you apply to staying on top of the game, being TGP and all that?
I play a lot of characters. So,
true.
You know, I have 36 characters at Fuji. Or higher.
36?
Yeah, 36.
Bomba.
Working on 36. But, you know, like, learning the characters that much, to get them to Fuji is just like learning stuff you didn't know. The way I play them is kind of how I play Eddie too, but they have better tools and better frames and stuff a lot of times. So
okay, so
helps out a lot.
True. So I have a question now to piggyback off that. So I've heard that a lot. You know, I played Julia, and I'm kind of, to be quite frank, man, I'm kind of hesitant to play another character because I feel like me being at such a new player, I'm already at a disadvantage from a experience standpoint. Let alone, it's like a lot of strings like that you mentioned are from, and a lot of characters that are from like earlier Tekken. The strings it's a legacy game, right? So a lot of the stuff remains the same. So I'm scared that if I play another character, on top of already learning what my opponents are doing, that I might be falling for, like frame traps and all that stuff and strings, I'm worried about forgetting how to play Julia, going to another character. But I think that's dope that you just said that that's the way that you train, you know, by picking other characters and learning some of the intricacies of that character from a playing standpoint as opposed to an opponent standpoint. I think that's dope. You just gave me some encouragement there. So, do you think that I should maybe play another character? Do you think that'll help me benefit from that? Or?
I do. With Julia, it's by now, like, you playing like a year and a half, so
yes, sir.
A lot of her stuff should be muscle memory for you now.
Facts.
So now you can implement some of your knowledge from Julia into whatever character you decide to go to next.
Right.
Whether it's Leroy or Master Raven or Negan, like you've been talking about, or even you can come to the capo side and learn how to struggle with Eddie.
Big capo.
But
hold on.
There's always something everybody.
He mentioned Leroy, chat.
Didn't bring stuff open.
True, he mentioned Leroy not because I look like him, but because I actually play him and he knows me. Don't you get no funny ideas in the chat. I'll pull up on you. Now, go ahead. Oh, go ahead. Say what you said. I just had to make that clear. You know, people be with the wise cracks. You know, talk about I'm Leroy's little brother. I'm Leroy's little brother and stuff. You know, T-Pain in the house.
You're gonna be the father of drip.
The father of drip. Facts.
Okay, here goes.
No, but I think that's dope though because go ahead. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, but like I think Leroy, Leroy would be good since he's in Tekken 8. We know that.
Right, we know that.
So learning him, you can piggyback off that going into a new game. If Julia's not there,
don't say that.
You at least feel comfortable. She could be DLC again. You don't know.
Oh Lord, I'm gonna cry.
We didn't know she was coming back at all.
Oh Lord, don't say that. But no, you're right though. Facts. You're right though. Absolutely.
I mean, it would help transition at least to another new game. We see it really, really different now.
Oh, you're right though. I agree. I appreciate that insight too.
Round 2.
Yeah, I wanna say because I think that's dope, man. You know, as just as you know, that's what we represent over here, man. Positivity. You know, we all talk trash. You know, that's what friends are doing and stuff like that. But we all basically positive and proactive. So I like the way that you attacked improving. You know, like just trying other characters instead of just. And something you mentioned earlier on too was like, you know, a lot of people complain about a character, but they won't go live the character. So like you taking that initiative and going to play other characters is also helping you grow too. So that's fine.
Fight.
Like if I don't know something, like, and I just get beat by something I don't know about, I'm gonna go look it up and see what I got beat by.
Right.
Oh, I was hitting a button and that was +8. I'm a dummy for that.
right. Now that's dope though, man. So that's one thing I'm trying to implement too. Is I know you've been seeing me lately, man. I've been trying to spend some time in the lab, man. But you know, it's not the most fun. But at the same time, that you know, when you do check something that you do see something in the field, if you will, you know, like whether it's ranked or quick match that you studied and you know how to deal with it. There's very few things in the gaming world that feel better than that when you effectively deal with it. So that's a plus. For sure. I sold Bumba. Bro, I thought I had Go Gadget R's, man. Hey, don't you bring out that hammer, bro. Hey, bro, don't you do it. I'm about to end the podcast, bro. Nah, I'm playing. But nah, that's dope. That's dope, though, man. Hey, can you explain, like, since you have been playing quite a few characters, have you tried Julia by any chance?
Yeah, I got her to Fuji.
Okay.
To me, she's not really hard. Like, you do a lot of the shotgun stuff. I don't do it.
Right.
Because I need it. Like, I just do 4-4-1.
Right.
And it all hits. And then I take you to the wall, and that's where her damage is.
Right.
She does massive damage at the wall.
Facts.
So, like, yeah, I can use her. I don't know, nowhere near as much as actually you do with her. So,
I appreciate it.
But like even like Junding and stuff, like they do all the hot stuff.
Yeah,
I don't want to go into it like learning it.
Right.
I'm lazy. But if I needed to do it and if I needed to learn it, I would just go through it. Like everybody can't learn the same way, so
Facts.
you have to find what works for you.
Facts, man. That's dope, man. I think that's very key, man. I like the angle that you approach it. But now we're done, man. He beat me 4-1. As you can see, we couldn't get 5 in because, like I said, we a little pressed for time. But the interview's not over. We're going to take a short break, and we're going to get into the closing sections of it, man. Then we're going to fill some questions for the chat, man. So stay tuned.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe.
All right, man. So now you done put that whooping on me, bro. You know, we back at it. I got some extra motivation. You know, so I'm gonna call out those 4 homies from the arcade, man. Maybe they can help me out. But so just to change gears a little bit, man. I want to know what are your hobbies or interests outside of Tekken, if you have any. And I know you. I I know that you said that you, if I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong, but I know that you not too long ago got a new job, right? Or is this a new job?
No, I've been at my job. I've been permanent at my job almost 2 years now.
Oh, okay.
I'm a forklift operator in a warehouse.
Okay. Okay. I
And,
don't know why I thought you changed jobs or something. My bad.
Spare time, I play little games like The Binding of Isaac. You'll see me streaming that, or I'll be here with my kiddos.
Hey,
Whatnot.
that's what's up, man.
I play Classic Clans on my phone. I'm addicted to that. So.
Hey, that's a fact, man. Those phone games are crazy, man. They are very addictive, bro. So I know you mentioned your kiddos, man. So you a proud father of how many?
Yeah, one of them's right behind me actually right now.
What's up? What's up, Niche? How you doing? Let's go. We got a wonderful, beautiful guest.
Youngest.
That's what's up. You taking care of Daddy?
So he asked, "Are you taking care of me?"
No, I'll take care of him.
But he definitely take care of you though, right? I know that.
Yeah, I'll be taking care of him.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Yes,
She's
sir.
my youngest at 10. And
Okay.
then I have a 12-year-old and a 15.
Okay, that's what's up, man. Yes, sir, man. Shout out to the great parents of Tekken, man. Especially the fathers, and shout out to the mothers as well, especially the mothers too, man. That's dope, man. Yes, sir. That's what's up. We got a special guest. I don't know. We might need to interview her, man. I heard she be whooping you in Tekken, bro. Maybe she could teach me some things.
Hey, they be trying. Boy.
That's what's up, man. So you mentioned that you operate a forklift. You mentioned that you're a great father, man. Dope one. We just saw one of your beautiful daughters right there, your youngest at that. So basically, you're saying that you're this good at Tekken and you have a fully functional normal life outside of Tekken.
Yeah.
That's crazy, bro.
Everybody's life is different. Everybody has their own struggles. But
that's a fact.
It's just how you deal with it. You can't treat people trash because you're having a trash day. So.
That's facts, man. I think that's dope because a lot of times people get so caught up in the gaming world and especially with Tekken, it's a very competitive game, 1v1. You don't have any teammates to not only blame or whatever, but I think with teammates and not just gaming but anything, it builds up a type of chemistry, and a respect for people, and it raises social skills. But at Tekken, sometimes it's easy to get bogged down and lost in the game, and kind of hard on yourself. So I think it's very important to showcase that you can have a fully balanced life and still be good at Tekken, because you're still good at Tekken and you still handle the business outside of that. You're not just only fully committed to Tekken, So I think that's dope. Dope message that we need to get out there, man. But
oh yeah.
Yeah. Is there anything else that you want to close out with, man? Shout out your stream and stuff like that. Stuff that I know, but the others might not know.
So yeah, you can find me on Twitter and Twitch, OATH_AUG. That's not always Tekken. I stream this little bitty dungeon crawler a lot because it's fun and aggravating at the same time.
Right. That's dope. Also, too, man, you did you recently join a group or clan KWA as well? You want to talk about that?
Yeah. Their KWA is called Kings with Authority.
Okay.
Of course, we have queens in there too. Of course.
Facts.
From a friend of mine, Brooklyn girl, she got me on with them.
Okay.
They're primarily like a Mortal Kombat team, but we have like 5 or 6 Tekken players. As that one guy, Ravens or whatever, entered the Pride Fight Nights.
Right. Sprint. Something. I know you're talking about.
Yeah.
Sprint something. Yeah, I got you. That's dope.
So I mean, they're pretty good. They're real supportive on just everything. Like
that's dope.
It's everything I want. I'm not asking for financial help and stuff. It's just real cool to have support.
Facts, man. That's fire, bro. Builds camaraderie too, man. And yeah, that's dope, man. I actually look forward. I know you're having the Tekken thing pretty soon, later on this month.
Yeah.
So I look forward to joining that too. Because you always join mine. One thing he didn't mention, man. Like I said, I'm not joking how good this man is at Tekken, man. He's won Pride Fight Nights multiple times. That's our weekly tournament that we do on PSN for Tekken at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Friday. Every Friday. This is our 25th one, man. I look forward to having him there and maybe repeating as champion, man. He'll turn into a 3-time champion. We had, I think last week Joe Crush won. Yeah, Joe Crush won last week, and the week before was Wami. But Yeah, Oath usually does
tied
good,
for
man.
fifth. So.
Yeah, but usually does good every time he enters, man. So I appreciate that support and love. Now we're gonna fill some questions from the chat. For you, see what they want to know about you, what they want to ask you, man. We're coming in from Ice, man. My guy, Nice Ice. He said, Oath, did you start playing Tekken with Eddie, or was it somebody else? I think
No, originally the first character I clicked X on was Nina, but then like 2 matches later, I went straight to Christy, which is basically Eddie.
Bet, man. So that transition to Eddie was pretty seamless then, coming from Christy.
Yeah,
that's dope. You got the bunny ears on you. I'm snitching. Let me see if we have any other questions. So that answered Nice's question. We have another question from Get Money 555. We up. They said, Oath, if Eddie is not in Tekken 8, who do you plan on using? Was it Jack? Since we said Jack, or?
Yeah, as of right now, it's Jack. Yes. Yeah. I love the way he looks. You know, he's got the big ass gun for no reason. In his, rage
I'm telling you, got that big rail gun.
And now he's got the flex, kind of like Giga's little flex or
right. That intimidation
looks
joint.
Really cool.
Facts.
So I'm still going to dabble with him, of course.
Okay.
No capo, it'll probably be Jack.
No capo.
Or even Brian if Brian's ever announced. So.
Oh, Brian too. That's another execution heavy character. That's what's up, man. Cookie said, she said, I don't know if you answered this question, Oath, but what character will you never play? Ooh, that's a good question.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's the opposite of what we usually think about.
Probably 2D characters. I don't like Eliza. I don't know how to like FADC with Akuma, which I don't mind learning it, but
right.
There's no point if they're not going to be in the next game type deal. So
yeah, that sounds like a whole bunch of military acronyms right there. FADC, what is that?
It's like a focused attack cancel.
Okay.
Like they used to have a focus attack in Street Fighter.
Okay.
It like crumple stunned and led to combo. So they brought that's pretty much what his cancels are type deal.
So no 2D characters, no Eliza, no Geese, no Akuma, no thank you. I'm with you on that one. I'm with you 1,000% on that one. And we have one last question coming in from Blythe. He says, Oath, excuse me, are you going to any tournaments this year?
Oh man, I really want to. But nothing is planned right now because finances are a little low.
Yeah, a little tight. I feel that.
I've been to CEO twice. I would love to go again. Of course, I would love to go to Evo in Vegas, but that's a lot of money. Right. I got the vacation time, so getting the time off wouldn't be nothing. But
okay, let's go. Got that PTO.
It's a matter of. Oh man, I got 40 hours vacation. I got
let's get right.
20 hours personal time.
Let's get right.
I can use that if I need to.
Yeah. That's what's up, man. You said CEO. CEO, where's that usually located? That's in Florida, right?
It's in Orlando.
Orlando, okay. That's what's up, man. Yeah.
I went there the 2 years that they were in Daytona, though. So.
Oh,
I've never been to the one in Orlando.
Man, that sounds fun, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. I never been to a local myself, but I would, if you do go, man, I'll try to swing that, see if we can actually meet in the physical, man. That'd be dope.
A word of advice for you, okay, is when you go to these tournaments. Have fun.
Facts.
I don't go there to I'm about to beat Low High because Low High beat me pretty badly when I played him. I know I'm not going to win most of the time these tournaments. Right. They have all these players coming from overseas, and
international
stuff.
players.
It's like a family reunion type deal. That's how I look at it.
That's dope, though.
That's how you have fun, even in the face of losing badly.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. Yeah, but I think that's a good message too. And always prioritize having fun, man. These are video games at the end of the day, and of course you want to win. Everybody wants to win, but make your experience more than just the outcome and the result, man. Make it about the journey. If you enjoy the journey, then it helps you improve and maybe come back stronger too, man. But I also want to shout out KWA Brooklyn girl. She came in to support you, man. So that's what's up. She's in the chat right now. Yeah, man. But yeah, I want to wrap it up, man. I appreciate having you, Oath, man, and I'm gonna be on my Oath arc. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna treat you like those 4 men in the arcade. I'm gonna keep that in my mind, man. I'm coming back, bro. I'm coming back for my revenge arc coming soon. Dr. PGnGM on Oath's head top. I'm not playing. I'm not playing, but yeah, definitely great having you, my brother, man. Hope you take care, and yeah, man, you know what it is, man. It's all love here, man. So I appreciate
it.
you.
It was a pleasure, man.
Already, you know what it is, man. We out. That's episode 6, baby. Peace. Enjoy what you just saw? Click on this playlist for more of my online matches and battles against the hardest CPU. Follow my other socials as well. Don't forget to like the video.